What do you do if you've already lost his respect? In today's video, I'm telling you how to get a guy's respect back. Hey, it's Mark here from Make Him Yours. Stick around. Hey, it's Mark here, and today we're talking about how to get a guy's respect back. How do you get it back once you've lost it? Is it possible to do? That's what I want to tell you how to do in this video today. Now, the first thing you want to do if you want to get a guy's respect back is you have to be honest with yourself. You have to acknowledge and identify how you lost it. So maybe it was enforcing your standards with words rather than actions until he lost respect for you. Maybe it was chasing without reciprocation. Maybe you let yourself become his booty call when you really wanted a lot more than that. Maybe you made him a higher priority than what he should have been at the stage of commitment that he had. Maybe you just gave him all the girlfriend benefits that you know you probably shouldn't have given. Whatever it is, you've got to be honest with yourself and identify what that is. And the second step is you've got to identify the opposite. So you've got to say, okay, what would I be doing in my most authentic state? What would I be doing when I'm truly respecting myself, and how would that look to him? So say you were enforcing your standards with words rather than actions. I get my clients to actually write down, how would I act in this situation? What would I need to do to show that I respect myself and therefore get his respect? Maybe it's walking away from the situation. Maybe it's not tolerating lateness or not tolerating his booty calls, whatever it is. If you found yourself chasing without reciprocation, maybe it's letting him send the next text, letting him make the next call after you've put in the effort to do so and not continuing to do the work for him. Maybe it's making yourself a priority and your friends and your hobbies rather than the guy you're seeing, especially early on, and knowing that you need to better handle that balance early in the dating and relationship phase. Or maybe it's just not giving over all that you have to offer, all your companionship support too early before a guy's really earned it. Really identify what it was, be honest with yourself, and then what you need to do in your most authentic state as the opposite of that, to really have your self-respect and act in ways that are congruent with your authentic self and your highest self-respect. Now, once you've done that and you've been honest with yourself, you know what it is, you've got to take some time away. And this is the part that most women hate, and this is the part that you're probably not going to want to do. But this is the part where you need to either go no or limited contact to take some time away and work on yourself. Because if you have lost a guy's respect, you can't just go back to him the next day and say, hey, I'm doing things differently now. Or you can't even show him that, because he's not going to believe it. He's going to think that you're acting and that it's just another ploy to try and get him back. You've got to take that time away. The more you feel like you lost his respect, the more you feel like you did that wasn't right, and maybe the bigger damage you think you did to his perception of you, the more time you want to take. Because if there's been a whole bunch of crazy stuff going on and you really feel like, wow, this wasn't me, what was I thinking, I've totally lost his respect, it's not going to be a week or two before you come back and he believes that. It's going to have to be months, maybe a lot longer. So take the time away, the more the better. And then number 4, use that time to work on yourself, your interactions. Maybe it is your interactions with him and you're still talking and you're building this new you. But even more so, maybe it's your interactions with new men you meet and new guys, where you start with a clean slate and you're living more to this authentic you that has boundaries and self-respect, and you're treating yourself and him with the balance and the way you know that you should. The longer you do this for, with minimal or no contact to him, the better this is going to work. The reality is, for some guys, if you've lost his respect to that much of an extent, you're going to have to leave it a long time. And yes, that might mean he meets another girl in the meantime, but do you know what? If you're away and working on yourself and bettering yourself and changing who you are, that's a good thing. There's no guarantee that him and her will last, and you know what? If they do, maybe that's what he should have attracted, because he probably hasn't been working on himself the way that you were. And if by the end of this amount of time, he doesn't come back to you and you've been building your self-respect and building yourself in that time, then that's his loss. So step 5 is reinitiate. Now, do you reinitiate or does he? Well, in an ideal world, he always reinitiates. You want to go off on your own way, working on yourself, getting that respect back for yourself, which is going to resonate to the new men you meet along the way. Ideally, he reinitiates and he gets to see that, and he's going to have a whole new vision of you, a whole new picture of you, and he's going to get to see the new you that you've become. If you think there's been enough time and you think the connection was really worth fighting for, then you can reinitiate. But remember, don't sell yourself on having to get a response from him and having to get this guy back. Because if you have gone away and you've done what I said and you have changed yourself and worked on yourself, then you are a way better, more attractive version than what you were. And the fact is, you might no longer be compatible with a guy that doesn't respect you. You don't want to go back to him if he's still in that state thinking that way. You can go back to him and show him the new you and see if his treatment and opinion of you changes. But remember, never be with someone who doesn't respect you, but respect will also come from you demonstrating that you respect yourself. That is how to get a guy's respect back. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I love this topic of respect. So if you have more questions on it, things you want to know, leave your comments below. Leave them below. Let me know what they are. I'd love to do more questions, videos, etc. on this topic. Give the video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Like I say, let me know your thoughts, and I shall see you in the next video very soon.